Do you know Albert? Or Edith?
Maybe.
What'd you say?
She said maybe, but it said recorded.
Recorded.
可能认识。
Hut.
No, I asked if it was
There.
这时候他是听不见外界声音的，只能听见这个 spray box 的声音啊。
Nancy.
Was Nancy your mom? Maybe.
Nancy.
Again. Okay. You have a message for her?
Edith.
Edith again. Okay.
All the
有提到
way.
这个名字啊。
It sounded like somebody was screaming there for a second.
Edith,
Tonight.
Which bed were you killed on? Was it one of these?
Main.
Main，
Main?
也就是说只有一张床吗？
We asked that question.
Light.
也就是在那个时候只有一张
Yeah,
床是
she
吧？
said main,
不是
so
双
we're
人
like
床。
thinking it was one bed.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Edith.
Edith. That. The K2 meter's going nuts.
Light.
Light. Holy
Thank
shit.
you.
It's all gone.
When asked what bed Edith was murdered in, Marisa quickly responded with main. And being that there's two beds, we wouldn't be able to know which was the main bed. The only indication that gave us a little bit of clarity would be that she followed it by saying light, and the K2 meter would only light up in the left bed. The one that I felt sick to my stomach every single time I walked around it, and the K2 meter would light up in that bed for the entire 3-night stay that we were there. Coincidentally, this is the exact same side of the room where the power went out, and being that the two lights above the bed didn't have power to begin with when we went into this room, along with all the electrical and technological issues that we had inside the room, especially on that side of the room, we assumed that this would be the main bed that she was talking about being strangled in. And it was a strong indication that Edith was in the room with us.
It's all gone.
反正就是在那个位置去世的，但是不知道是
Edith,
几
what
张
would
床
you。say if I said that I wanted to hurt Marisa? What would you do about it?
Power.
Did you say cower? Power? Yes.
刺激。
Dark.
How did Albert kill you?
Weapon. Head.
Head?
头。武器。
Loud.
He was in the war. He killed you with the pillow?
那是有什么影子吗？还是什么？
Was he on top of you and he was too heavy?
Heavy. Mom.
Is Nancy your mom?
Mom.
Natural. Edith, what would you say if I said I wanted to hurt Marisa? I
No.
think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take her to Vancouver tomorrow.
Oh, it's like screaming again. All in.
All in?
Now. Don't.
Edith 在尝试保护
Yeah,
这
I
个
think I'm gonna
Marisa。
take her to Vancouver tomorrow. I don't think you can stop me.
You can't.
他不行。
No, I'm going to. You can't do anything about it.
Boxed in.
Boxing, are you gonna try to keep me in here?
Almost.
What did I say?
I heard a sound from over here.
他准备揍救的。
Hero.
Hero? Edith, did you love Albert?
No.
不爱。其
Beaver.
实我感觉这
You said
Edith
you
应
were
该
gonna
是一
go with
个
him.
相对来说
Why
善良
were
的
you
一个
gonna
体
go。with him?
Force.
Can you show yourself on the screen?
观察。
Stop.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm coming for her now.
Edith 好像就在 Marisa 旁边啊。捕捉到了。
Sounds like somebody's screaming again.
Edith, What are you gonna do about it? Behind her. Look.
在
Thorough.
尝试保护他。
Somebody's standing outside.
Hard.
In the mirror.
是太诡
In
异
the
了。
mirror?
虽然说他人感觉不到，真是挺诡异的。
Looks like it.
Bad. Almost.
我们其实我感觉那个 Elbow 的，这都算是一个反社会灵体，但它并不是什么恶魔灵体啊，它还不到那个等级啊，
It's not catching me.
所以它
It's so weird.
想攻击人估计很难。
It's not picking up on that. It's reaching for her.
Yeah, this keeps going
它
on.
能力还不够，
Oh,
还
that
不上
sounded like
真
it
正的
said
邪
mind
恶。
your own.
Mind your own.
It's reaching for her.
It's like, yeah, look.
It's trying to touch her arm. Look. It's like holding its arm around her.
That's exactly it, yes.
有点扭曲，身体有点扭曲。
You can see nothing in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not picking us up.
It's, yeah.
Worry.
担心。
It's still around her.
Gone.
It's still holding its arm around her.
Yeah. That is crazy. Look at that. It's like holding.
See his legs?
Stop.
His arms around her in the head.
Yeah.
他尝试保护那个 Melissa。
Is it recording?
Stop.
Oh my god.
消失
It
了
just stopped.
不见了。对，不见了。
It's
Yeah,
holding.
it's gone.
Stop.
对，摄
Stop.
像机失焦了，好
Hold
像。
on. You have anything you want to say to Marisa about me?
We'll focus on her now. And it's right around her. It's focusing
Kind.
on something right on her shoulder.
叫 Jordan be kind，
Safe.
善良一
It's
点。
just constantly trying
Mind
to focus.
safe. Be safe.
It's trying to focus on her shoulder.
Oh,
I don't know if you won't focus.
Be safe.
be safe.
That.
Please.
Please be safe. Okay,
He said
hold on. Edith, I'm not.
sacrifice.
Sacrifice。
Edith, I wasn't being serious about taking her to Vancouver. I'm not gonna do any of that. I just wanted to know what you would think, what you'd say. Thank you for communicating with us, and thank you for being protective over Marisa.
Stupid.
That means you're being a good girl.
During Marisa's sensory deprivation, like first of all, it was great. We got a lot of definitive answers, I feel. But looking through the SLS, it looked like, in my opinion, somebody, which I presume to be Edith, had her arm around Marisa the entire time, like she wanted to protect her. You know, maybe she wasn't strong enough to manifest like she's done in other cases, but I truly believe that Edith was trying to protect Marisa in the situation, as well as helping Marisa communicate her own thoughts to us.
What have been your beliefs about the paranormal so far in your life?
Honestly, I always thought there was like kind of something out there, you know, being raised Christian, you kind of have like
长得有点
different
像亚洲人面孔。
beliefs, whatever, but then when you reach a certain age, you kind of start to think as your own, but definitely had an idea that it was out there, but until I was there myself and like hearing all the things and everything that was happening, that was the first time that it was like secured, and I was like, yeah, there's something for sure out there. Seeing like that figure, like that long thing, looking at it, it just freaks me out every single time I look at it. But honestly, when I forget what that was called, but when I had the headphones and I was listening to that one, like the way that in between, like when there was like a woman screaming, like I don't even know how you can catch that on a radio. Like I feel like it was just a frequency that I guess sounded like a scream, but like that was really scary because like it was really loud too, and it was like just like a woman just absolutely like screaming, and I think that's probably one of the things that like didn't really sit right with me the most.
And you couldn't hear us, right? So
No.
do you think that's a good test to kind of prove that?
Yeah, for sure, because like when I had those headphones on, like I couldn't hear a damn thing. Like it was literally just the radio frequencies, whatever, going through, and it was just like, and it was clear like words. And even when me and Beth were in the room before, and it was kind of like we heard words, but it was never as clear and like as on point as it was when it was just me. Maybe it's because like I'm sitting there and like just listening to it, but yeah, like it was very like clear words, like stop, mom, like leave, like yeah, so it was very clear.
Do you believe that at any point you were actually speaking with Edith?
Yes. I think when I don't know how Beth would feel on this one, but for me, it was when we were asking her where she passed away, because we noticed that those, I forget what they're called, but they were going to red a lot, and we were like, are you here? Is this where you passed? And then we asked her like how many beds or which bed, because there was 2 beds in the room at a time, and it kept on saying Maine. And so that's where we thought that she was possibly telling us that it was like a main bed at the time, because then we asked again, it was like, was there 1 bed? And then the phone said again like Maine. So we were like,
and then it said it again when you were in your sensory deprivation.
yeah, so it was like maybe that's probably like the one time where I feel like, because it was like multiple times that she like, or something answered, so I was like, that would be one point that I would think for sure.
Were there any words that you heard that you knew were relevant to either what we had told you or just even in your own personal life? Was there any words that either the auditor said, the spirit box, or even in your sensory deprivation that kind of stood out?
Yes. I know right away when you guys were still there, it said hang. And then it said pillow, and like we knew that she was strangled in a bed, so that was like a lot. Here, there was a lot of, one really good one, because we had asked a question on like how she died and stuff like that, and it said pillow. Pillow. And then I was like, did you get, because we were like, I know they found you. So I was like, anything else? And it was just pillow, and she just said whatever. Yeah. Just with all of the things that happened when I was there personally, it was just like, there's no way that happened. Even the banging on the door, that was super sketchy, didn't like that. And just everything, the way it added up, made me believe that there's definitely a paranormal life out there. That even like me, the whole concept of like heaven or hell, I'm like, I feel like that's a little bit more secured too now. Like there's a lot of things that I'm like, that all adds up. It's just like, you need to be there for yourself, you need to do it, you need to experience it. Anybody who is questioning it, I think should go and.
其实这种体验是有一定危险性的。
So we decided that we weren't going to stay at this hotel, not because we were scared of the ghosts or anything like that, but just because it is a very dangerous hotel, which was outlined to us very clearly by Danielle. The details of the stories that she told us made us feel really uncomfortable, and we had our own uncomfortable experiences, even just checking into the hotel and just walking in, which there was a lot of shady characters walking around. So we decided to stay somewhere else. And when Marisa was at the hotel, she decided that she was going to walk around the hotel. We advised against it, but she wanted to do it. She went up to the 7th floor, like once again the number 7 comes through, and she noticed that a door was just kicked in all the way.
被完全打开，被完全踢开。
Previously, I'd only been involved in long-range, impersonal combat, but he was close enough that I could see the whites of his eyes. We stared at each other for what felt like an hour, but was likely only a few seconds. I felt the fear of death. My mouth tasted of copper, and my heart was beating out of my chest. In a split second, I realized that I needed to be the first to act if I wanted to remain alive. I drew my knife and lunged forward towards my enemy. He reached for his knife as well, but I was too quick. I plunged it into his belly as I tackled him to the ground. I remained on top of him for some time. Blood came from his mouth, and I stared into his eyes as I watched the life drain out of them. I still wake up drenched in sweat after seeing the man's eyes in my dreams. He haunts me to this day, but I feel no remorse, no compassion. The second a soldier views his enemy as an equal, he is no longer an effective soldier, and I refuse to be an ineffective soldier. I do feel that when I took that man's life, I lost a part of myself. I can no longer function as a civilian, and the only guilt I feel is that I wasn't able to kill more. I feel I don't have power over my own life, but the greatest feeling of power I've ever felt is having the power to take another man's life. It's like having the power to slow down time to the point that you can pick a bullet from the air.
Okay, we are going to grab the journal right now. The journal from Richard's house. Yeah. Because
所以写这日志到底是不是
feel
Richard
like
爷爷呢？
We feel like the fact that whoever wrote the book, whether it was Richard's grandpa, somebody, whoever wrote the book, was a war veteran, and they were fucked up in the head. And Albert was a war veteran as well, and we found out that in the war, Albert had gotten shrapnel to the head. So we feel like both of them being deranged, fucked up people
from World War One,
from the same war. They were in the same war. So maybe they know each other and they can like talk to each other, or maybe it can ramp up the activity by having two fucked up people. I mean, when are you ever going to get the chance to have two war killers in the same room again that we know of?
Yeah, no, we've never really experienced something like this before. But I'm really excited to see what kind of results.
Richard 他家闹鬼的原因估计就是那本日志造成的。那本日志可能有部分意识在里面。
Yeah, I mean, it can't be, a bad thing to do. It's worth.
It might be a bad thing to do, but
It might be.
but it might be bad for us. But it might be. I mean, it's just going to be fascinating to see
Yeah.
what happens.
还有后续。
Sound like that one was gonna go off.
Hello?
Again.
This Edith or Albert?
凌晨2点07。
Keeps doing that. One in the bathroom too.
Grace, Edith Cook, are you here?
再念伊迪丝的全名啊。The fuck?
I saw it move.
The door handle?
The door handle.
Oh shit!
这个门，门怎么了？
There's nobody there.
没有人在外面。
I saw it move.
The door handle?
The door handle.
Oh shit!
门把手被动了。
There's nobody there.
Jordan 说的，Jordan 说的。
You're gonna see footage of my computer during the editing process of what happened after the door was being shaken and knocked on violently. I've never had this issue with any other video that I've tried to edit, and I don't know why it would be, but I'll give you my theory as to what I think happened. I think that when there was the banging on the other side of the door, it's possible that it was Albert, Edith, or Lottie banging on the door to get our attention, and when I opened that door, there was a spirit standing right in front of the door. And if you believe that spirits can manipulate camera gear, like we've been told many times, then it wouldn't be a stretch to say that there was a spirit standing in front of the door and our camera gear malfunctioned. I can't explain in any other way why my computer would glitch out every single time we come to that point in the film. But as soon as I try and put it onto the computer and edit it, it will freeze. And I've never seen my computer do this ever. So that would be my only theory as to why this would happen.
就没有后面了，视频就
It just ends.
这有点诡异啊，说实话。
Does it every time?
好像被灵体给干扰了。
Yeah, it's stupid. It's a bit far-fetched. I have this feeling because it's like Albert was a vet in World War I, and whoever wrote the journal was too, like the killer's journal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is that like too far-fetched? Probably is, right? Because like how many people were in the war? How do you know Albert? Well, that's weird. Well, anyways, well, thank you for talking to us. Thank you for your time. Okay. All right.
All right. See ya.
第2期的回顾。最近一次和 Richard 通话。
Hi, Richard. It's Jordan.
Hey, good man. Listen, I just kind of talked to your neighbor now on our way out. Now on our way out. Your neighbor Vinny on our way out.
To be continued。还有第5期视频。好啊，观众朋友们，视频就这么结束了啊，还是会有后续的。在我看来，503或许有 Albert 和 Edith 的意识残余啊。另外要说的是，那本日志啊，同样也存在某个人意识残余。所以 Richard 那个农舍闹鬼的现象，可能就是由于这个日志所导致的。那么后面呢，就是他们将会尝试用日志里面那个灵体和 Albert 进行沟通，然后去到另外一个地方，与日志里面那个灵体建立一个更深层次的联系。那视频就到这边，我们下视频再见吧，拜拜。
Let me take a picture, I'll show you mine. We'll see what I can capture.